We are at the start of 2025. It's a crazy time of the year because it is in this moment that people have this realization of what could have been if you'd done all the things you said you were going to do at the start of last year. You start to compare where you wanted to be to where you are now. And to some of you, it feels amazing. You feel like you had an incredible year, knowing you gave it your all. Then there's a group of us that didn't use the year as much as we wanted to and didn't achieve as much as we wanted. And that is a scary part of the year because all those actions, all those things you said you're going to do comes to pass. And now you're bombarded with all the things you could have been if you actually took action this year, if you had done all the things you said you were going to do. So regardless which side you're on, whether you're stoked or whether you feel a little down that you didn't do so well this year, now is an incredible opportunity to start to map out what you're going to do this year. I want to give you 5 things that you can do today to set you up for an incredible 2025. But first, if you're wondering who I am and why I'm sharing this with you, my name is Daryl Trin. I'm an entrepreneur who built my online education business from scratch to generating 7 figures annually. I also trade stocks and made over $250,000 a year in verified profits. Video format, not just some screenshots or some BS claims. My life transformed dramatically in 2020 when I faced a pivotal moment similar to what many of you guys might be experiencing right now. Back in early 2020, I was at a crossroads after several failed attempts and blowing up multiple stock trading accounts. I thought about giving up my dreams and settling, making what I was gonna make as a physician assistant just to pay off my student loans slowly. That was when I realized I needed a significant change in my approach or I'd have to quit altogether. Fast forward to the end of December 2022, I turned things around and made $100,000 in the stock market. It was a game changer for me and it showed me how quickly things can change when you commit fully to your goals. I believe 2025 can be that transformative year for many of you guys as well. So let's dive into the first step. Set a huge, unimaginable goal. Right now, I want you to grab a pen and paper and write down a huge goal. Something so big, it seems almost like a complete waste of time. Back in 2020, despite not making any money in trading before that year, I set an ambitious goal of earning $100,000 that year when I haven't even been a profitable trader. Setting such a big goal pushed me to think bigger and figure out the steps needed to achieve it. If you want to make $100,000 in a month, but you haven't even made that in a year, it makes those inconceivable, completely unrealistic realities somewhat realistic because you're forced to think about how you would achieve it. And the reason is because the actions required to achieve a $10,000 a month is completely different to completing a $100,000 a month, which is also completely different to completing a $1 million month. But if you're focused on what you think is achievable, you will only take actions up to that level to what you think is achievable. So you have to force your brain to think bigger. And when you think bigger, you identify the opportunities that align with that goal. Once you start mapping out how to achieve it, you'll begin to feel what it's like to accomplish that goal and how it would change your life. And here's an important tip. Don't be afraid of setting goals that feel so out of reach. The best part about setting big goals is that they push you outside your comfort zone. They challenge you to grow in ways you never thought were possible. Next up is to create an output-based reward system. After setting your big goal, realize that the only thing standing between you and that goal is hard work, and often without any rewards. Many people quit before they see results because they don't feel rewarded right away. To help combat that frustration, create an output-based reward system. Set specific tasks tied to rewards for yourself. For example, back in 2020, I used this method to motivate myself. If I made a certain number of successful trades that earned me $1,000, I treat my parents to dinner at a nice restaurant or buy myself something nice. The idea here is simple. Associate hard work with enjoyable experiences. This keeps motivation high and makes the grind feel worthwhile. Let's break this down even further. Think about what outputs matter most for your goals, whether that's completing projects, launching new products, or hitting your stock profit target level. And then tie those outputs directly to rewards. Maybe it's treating yourself after hitting certain milestones or saving up for something special every time you reach specific goals. The reality is that the only thing you need to do to achieve everything you've wanted is to take more action than everybody else. That's it. The difference between where I'm at right now and where many people stay stuck behind that computer screen is simply taking more action over time. Number 3, let's talk about committing to a challenging year. Get ready for what could be the hardest 12 months of your life. Many people romanticize entrepreneurship without realizing how tough it can actually be. Yes, there are rewards on the other side, like driving nice cars, providing for your family, but getting there often involves significant sacrifices. You might lose friends or free time along the way. Some parts of your life may change dramatically as you pursue your goals. From 2020 up until now, I've experienced intense stress that affected my health, but ultimately it led me here. I want to be candid with you guys for a second here. There were times when my health was on the line due to the stress of working so hard towards my goals. I had crippling anxiety, waking up in the middle of the night, worried about my future. I wasn't able to focus on anything because of this anxiety, but looking back now, every bit of effort was worth it because it brought me the life that I live today. I now get to take my parents on any dinners they want. I'm paying for my sister's nursing school tuition, and overall just buying simple things like groceries, knowing that I'm financially secure. So brace yourself. This will likely be one of the most challenging years of your life if you're doing it right. But remember, challenges lead to growth. Embrace them as part of your journey. For step 4, avoid paralysis by analysis. For the next 12 months, steer clear of being paralyzed by indecision at all costs. Many aspiring entrepreneurs hesitate because they overthink their options, what business idea is best or what product will work. The truth is, there's no perfect choice. What matters is taking action. Every action provides valuable feedback that helps guide your next move. If you're worried about making the wrong choice or missing out on opportunities, remember, every step forward is progress. Start with any idea that comes into mind and just do it. You'll learn from each experience and then you'll adjust accordingly. If you're in this position where you've built an audience and done some great things but haven't taken action yet, just start. If you don't get results right away, that's data guiding your next decision. Finally, let's talk about understanding success isn't guaranteed. Even if you follow all these steps diligently to the T, success isn't guaranteed. I can't promise you'll end up making $100,000 a month or living your wildest dreams by next year. However, if you commit fully over these next 12 months, you'll set yourself on a path towards achieving more than you ever thought were possible. Many motivational videos put too much pressures on these next 12 months as if they're make or break moments in your life, but they're not. If at the end of next year, you've done your best but haven't hit all your goals yet, that's okay. You've taken significant steps toward what you want. Understand that results may take time. There will be periods where you'll work incredibly hard without seeing any results, but eventually all those efforts will compound into something extraordinary, faster than you can ever imagine. So don't put too much weight on 2025. It's just one step in your journey towards achieving your wildest dreams. If you approach this year with determination and resilience, you'll grow into someone capable of achieving even greater things in the future.